You know, in agriculture there is one topic that comes back regularly in the conversation, and is how to connect, how can we really get the consumers listen to us. And every time I've been involved in those conversations, I meet the same problem. And the problem is the industry, of course, it's basically production driven, it's a technical activity, and they always go back to the science, to the facts. And I always tell them, beliefs always trump facts, beliefs always trump science. If the facts you present, even if they're totally true, but it goes against the beliefs of the people who listen to you, they will say, "No, I don't believe that," and that's it. And then you do not succeed. So how can you really get the message across? And what I say all the time is you have to connect. You must not focus only on communicating, you must connect. And not connecting like it is on the social media, I follow you, you follow me. That's not connecting, that's, I don't know, that's just teenage dreams. No, to me connecting means that you have to really get at the same level. And when we deal with issues, especially resistance in agriculture, basically we deal with emotional issues. And it's always the thing, the people is always emotions, but the science says, or the facts are. The problem is when you deal with emotions, you cannot talk about science and facts. You cannot bring the discussion at a rational level as long as you have not basically helped the other person process their emotions, as long as you have not connected at that emotional level. And there is one thing that I've written it was in my second book, and I give an example. And I say, imagine you have a child has a nightmare and is screaming, and the parents coming in the bedroom say, okay, what's going on? And the child is all screaming, and he says, oh, there is a great monster under my bed and he wants to eat me. And then I say, here is exactly what you must do and what you must not do. What good parents would do is, well, they take the child in their arms. They would try to comfort him, they try to make him feel safe, bring a feeling that, yeah, we're here for you, don't worry, if the monster comes, then we're going to deal with the monster. And then you basically ask the kid, okay, what happened exactly? How is the monster? Where is the monster? And says, well, it's under my bed. Okay, and then bit by bit, through questions, you help the child to get the story out, and then you're going to go and have a look under the bed. And first you can say, okay, I'm going to have a look under the bed, you stay here, you're safe here, let me have a look. And then you can say, okay, I don't see anything. Yeah, you can take a stick, a broomstick, and under the bed, and the child will see that the broomstick passes through under the bed, and there is nothing probably. And then bit by bit you're going to be able to bring the child, even if you want, and say, okay, let's have a look together under the bed. And then that's how you bring basically that very high emotional situation into a more rational bit by bit. And when the child is going to realize there is no great monster under the bed, then okay, he's going to feel safer, but it's very possible that he doesn't want to go in the bed. Or you can say, okay, we're going to leave the light on, or we're going, okay, you come and sleep with us tonight, and tomorrow we'll have a good look at that, and we'll make sure that there is no monster at all. That's the right way to do things. It's connecting at the emotional level, and bit by bit, making the child realize that okay, it was just mostly in his head, and it's not real. What unfortunately, in my opinion, the industry and food agriculture, but all industries do, is basically they say to the child, well, science has demonstrated that there is no such thing as green monsters living under children's bed and eating them, so basically go back to bed because there is no reason for you to worry. When you do that, well, what's going to happen? Your child is going, of course he's going to not trust you anymore. What do you expect? If you treat the emotions of the child that way, he's not going to trust you anymore. And unfortunately, because it's not just about children having nightmares, but in the industry, if we want to really connect with consumers, if we really want to regain that trust, we have to connect first at that emotional level, and only once we have done that and bit by bit brought the conversation bit by bit back to more rational, then we will be able to pass our message. But if we want to fight emotions with science, with facts, no, the message of the industry versus the emotions of the public, you will never win. So forget it, don't spend your money on PR, on communication, if that's what you want to do. No, you have to have a little bit of empathy, and you have to really help the consumers understand what you're doing. You have to basically take the fear away, but you have to do it bit by bit, both at the emotional level and both at the rational level.
If you're interested in my videos, please click on the subscribe button, or you can also visit my website.